If you could live forever, would you?
Yes.
Okay, we're
Don't
done
even
with
have
the
to
interview.
finish the sentence.
Yes. No, okay, sure, that's an attractive idea. But the way I look at it is the knowledge that I'm going to die that creates the focus that I bring to being alive. The urgency of accomplishment, the need to express love now, not later. If we live forever, why ever even get out of bed in the morning? Because you always have tomorrow. That's not the kind of life I want to lead.
But why, don't you fear not being around?
I fear living a life where I could have accomplished something and didn't. That's what I fear. I don't fear death.
You don't fear the unknown?
I love the unknown. I love it. You know what I want on my tombstone? My sister has this in her notes, just in case I can't tell anyone after I die. On my tombstone, a quote from Horace Mann, great educator. Be ashamed to die until you have scored some victory for humanity.
Hello and welcome to KSB TV. You have already seen it in the thumbnail and the video title. Today I'm gonna talk with HEXsiren about the 90-day fitness channel that she has put up, and also of course we want to talk about crypto, Hex, Pulse, Pulse X, and also Richard Hart and all the topics that we like. And first of all, I want to look in the chat already. I see there are already Hexicans here waiting and cheering on for the stream. That is amazing. I'm so grateful that you guys are already here. And I have put in a link into the video description and into the live chat. If you guys could all share that out on Twitter, that would help to bring some more engagement. And I see Crypto Kool-Aid is already here. Yuri Hex is already making some noise, guys. I will bring up HEXsiren right away. I do not want her to wait too long, and I want to ask you guys to like and subscribe so we can get the engagement really, really high. So let's bring up HEXsiren right away. Hey HEXsiren, how's it going? Thanks for being here.
How's it going, guys? Thanks for having me.
So today we want to talk about crypto, like I said, but of course we want to talk about the 90-day fitness challenge that, if I'm informed correctly, that you have put up, correct?
Yeah. So last year, Crypto, Sam Stolt, and Bullish put on the 90-day crypto fitness challenge, and they've moved on to doing other stuff this year. So Bullish approached me and asked me if I was interested in doing it, and I was like, yeah, I would love to help people get more fit and healthy, along with wealthy. So this one's going to be a little bit different. There's like huge prizes, and they were running it on their show. I have reached out to a few people who have been retweeting and really helping me, like Samantha and Bally at Bull Rush, who lost 185 pounds last year. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. And I'm encouraged to share their work, whether it's pictures, you can write your workout out and just tweet it. And some people feel uncomfortable with that, and it's fine if you do. But when you do share those things, you're actually allowing other people to get inspired by your progress. So I'm encouraging as many people as possible to tweet. I'll retweet, I'll post. We're just trying to get the steam rolling to see how many people we can get on board. It's free to sign up, and we're allowing people to sign up until the very end, until May 1st. Just trying to get the momentum going with this, but I would like to make it a regular 90-day challenge just to get people started, or if they're confused, we have coaches in there that can help if you don't know where to start. But it's really anything you can do on a daily basis for the rest of your life. It's not all or nothing. It's what can you do for yourself on a regular basis to help yourself.
And the last time when Jimrat was doing the challenge, then I missed it a little bit. I wanted to participate, but I thought I had no time. So like you said in this beautiful introduction here, it is actually all about motivation, right? Getting inspired by other Hexicans and then already also building the community. And this is why it is so important that everybody likes and shares and engages. And I made this tweet here, for example, if you guys could just tweet that out, you know, to bring everybody along. Because if I wouldn't have seen your tweet about the fitness challenge, I wouldn't have done this stream here with you, and I would probably not participate in this great opportunity to, you know, being a better human being myself. So today we will talk about all this like motivation, how to get into health, into fitness, right? And what does that do to you, to your mindset, maybe even also to your crypto behavior. We will talk about that as well a little bit. But first, HEXsiren, maybe you can jump off the stream again and then come on again, like maybe check your settings in the StreamYard, because at some times I get like a lag from you, or like the audio doesn't sound as good. Just look if everything is quite right.
Oh,
and
okay.
I will share the screen here with everybody, because I want you guys to sign up for the 90 days fitness challenge. And I haven't done that myself because I wanted to do that with you guys together. So let's do that right away, so we can all check that out. I just went to cryptofitnesschallenge.com. You can also go to HEXsiren's Twitter, and there the first link in her Twitter bio is the Crypto Challenge 90 days. I'm really excited. So let's click on sign up and let's do that together. HEXsiren will be back in a second, and then we can all see how all of those things are going. So let's put in the email address here first, which is ablethex@pm.me for me. Let's choose a password that I can remember and sign up here. Your credentials are incorrect. Well, this doesn't sound good. Maybe I have to choose a different passport. Oh, I guess I have to create a new account. You guys see? It's good that we do that all together, so you guys can learn from my mistake. Well, it looks like if I give in all the information here on the screen, then I will probably dox myself. So you guys have seen it. Let's bring HEXsiren on again. And let's remove my screen so I can put all those information in there. And HEXsiren, like, what has led you to do the 90-day fitness challenge? You said already you wanted to pass it off from Jimrat and now do it yourself. You want to inspire all the Hexicans out there to participate. But why is it so important for you to share your fitness journey out with the world? Well, I'm here putting all my names in and all the information to sign up for the crypto. Can you hear me, HEXsiren?
Yeah, my head connect. Oh, there we go. Did I get it?
Unfortunately,
can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah. So let's ask.
Is it less
let's ask
glitchy?
It's still a little bit glitchy, like it's some noise in the background when you talk. But let's ask the chat actually if we can hear, and if it's bearable, then we can just go on like this, because it's not too bad for sure. We can definitely do the stream, no problem. Crypto Class says, "Hey everybody, we can cheer each other on." It is when you talk, there is like this, I don't know what it's called. It's not really lagging. It's just more of a sound that comes with your noise there. That is like a robot.
Oh, nice.
I think it's bearable. Like we can definitely go through the stream and listen to what you're saying. So the first question that I want to ask you is, why do you feel that you want to do this 90-day fitness challenge? You said that already, but why do you want to share all of that online and bring all the Hexicans along?
So Jimrat Crypto in February of last year put out a tweet that he was looking for a handful of people to train because whoever was interested in getting fit or changing their life. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Worked out in 7 years. I have a very physical job. I work at a grocery store, so I'm constantly picking up heavy boxes. Like I work out there, but I needed more like gym training and focusing on specific muscle groups. So I emailed him instantly and sent him pictures, like, and he's like, wow, I can tell you're serious. And I'm like, yeah, like, let's do this. So February last year, I started my workout journey again, and I took November and December off this year because there's like so much, and I was sick, in and out, you know, blah blah blah. But I got back on it, and it's not hard to get on because I had all that momentum from February without him calling me every morning. Hey, HEXsiren, did you work out last night? I didn't want to be like, no, I didn't make it to the gym. So every night I would work out and be like, yes, this is what I did. So he made me accountable. So I'm hoping that the Crypto Fitness Challenge will make people accountable and will make them more likely to work out on a regular basis than they would just by themselves. Because when you have a community supporting you, it's easier to do things.
Exactly. And I know how it is. I started working out when I was 15 years old. And when you were in school, when you had nothing else to do, it was really easy to follow through. But nowadays, with all the things that are going on, I sometimes say, no, I don't have the time. And that's why I think it's amazing that you're doing that. That holds me now accountable, because I have now all my friends that are expecting to post my pictures, to be engaged, you know, and I hope obviously that they will always also call me out if I'm lagging, for example. So it's really, really great idea that you made this 90-day fitness challenge for sure. And you're saying that you have this stressful job where you already work out at the job, but obviously this is not the same, right?
Yeah. It's not.
To have a full body
because you do the
workout.
same things, and I've worked there for 10 years, so you do the same things, same movements over and over again. It's really not good for your body. You should go to the gym and strength train to help support those movements where you're not breaking your body down and building it up over time.
So let me ask you this. Since when are you doing fitness, and since when are you involved in crypto? In this stream today, those things go hand in hand.
Man, I think kindergarten, I played soccer, and I didn't like it. So I quit all sports, I think, until about high school. And then in high school, the friends that I hung out with did not end up going to high school. They went, they got their GED later, but they dropped out. So I had to remake new friends, and I figured the easiest way to do that would be on a sports team. So I tried out for tennis and tennis team, and I did soccer, and I did track, I did softball, I did basketball, I did indoor soccer. I kind of went a little crazy. So that's what really started me into a physical lifestyle, I guess. And then I went on to be a river guide. I was a rock climbing instructor. So I've always done really physical stuff. It's not hard just because I have so much, like I said, momentum. When you're used to doing it all the time, it's not really that hard. But if you stop and start often, you're using so much energy and you're losing your momentum, and it makes it much, much harder to get started again.
All right, I see. So you started really early with fitness, and I played soccer myself my whole life, but it is totally different playing soccer or doing something with endurance compared to fitness, right? To really lifting heavy maybe, and like building some muscles, because now you're realizing that there are so many factors that are dependent on your success, that is, for example, food, right? Or being dedicated and motivated, stuff like this. So let's talk about that a little bit. Since when did you start working out in the gym, and what do you think are the most important things to be successful, to build some muscles? Because I had to fill in, what do I want to achieve with the 90-day fitness challenge? And for me, for example, it is actually weight gain. I want to gain weight. I want to build muscles. This is what I want to do. How about you?
Lose weight. I've always been kind of muscly, but also have a very thick layer over the muscle. So I would like to actually lean out. My problem lies with all the baked goods that I like to eat. I definitely, working at a grocery store is hard because you get to see all the delicious goodies all the time. But the best time to have sugar, if you do want to have straight carbs without having protein or fat in there, right before you work out, because when you start working out, your muscles are going to suck in all that glucose, so you're not going to have the insulin spike.
So this is my experience.
I started working out at the gym I want to say around 21. And I just got a gym membership and started working out because I was bored. I did waitressing and I was like, I need something else. So I started going to the gym, and I had friends that would go to the gym. But that didn't, it was like I'd work out for a month or two and then stop, so that I would lose all that momentum.
So,
But
and
I'd snowboarded and surfed. So yeah, I'm all over the place. But going back to the gym really started last February again.
all right.
And I've gone more often in the last year than I ever have in my life.
That's amazing. I see you
And that is
posting on
because
Twitter
when
all
I
the time.
post, people, exactly, because when I post, people are like, oh, you need to work out. And then I'm like, well, damn it, I guess I'll go back to the gym and keep posting, because I love encouraging others. Like, yeah, I'm benefiting myself going to the gym, but them saying you're encouraging me to go and you encourage me to get back into a healthy lifestyle, there's nothing better than that. I can't think of a better reward. So that's why I'm encouraging everyone to post. Like, it's really, it gets you going too.
Exactly. So I had the same experience. I did workouts my whole life, and then when I got into crypto, when I got into traveling, for example, then I totally lost it. And now that I'm starting on again, like I'm looking for a little bit of advice. For example, I know all those things. I'm looking for motivation, and now I also just try to do it like day by day. If you overdo it, then you cannot work out for the next 2 weeks. So you don't want to overdo it as well. And that's why it's great that you say that there are already like trainers that can help you in the 90-day fitness challenge. So I just completed my sign in, and I had to
good job.
I had to put in what do I want to accomplish. I want to accomplish weight gain, and then I wanted to download the app, but I guess I cannot do that on the desktop. I have to do it on the phone, right?
Yeah, the What If I Rise. Yeah, I think you have to do that on your phone. And it's
So
super
now,
easy to use. You can log your food, log your workout. You can take pictures. I think every Sunday they have the picture one. So you get to take pictures of yourself. Because some people won't. They won't do it. But if the app asks them to, then they take it. So later when it's done, they can actually see their progress through the whole transition.
but that's
And
amazing.
like you said, it's hard when you were on the road, you didn't really get to work out. You have to find something you can do even on the road, whether it's going to be push-ups or burpees or something that you do before you brush your teeth in the morning or before the hotel room. You have to have something on a regular basis that you can keep up doing, even if it's just a little thing.
And this is what Richard Hart is saying as well, right? If you want to work out, but you have no dedication, no motivation, then just do it the first thing in the morning when you are still fresh, when you are in the right mindset, and then you have it done, and then you feel accomplished throughout the day. So, HEXsiren, you're saying you working in a grocery store and there are all those nice goodies, and I have the same problem, obviously, as well. I love chocolate, I love all the sweets, but Yori and I, we really want to get fit for the HEX cruise, for example, and then I found out it is the best way to just don't buy all those bad things like chocolate and so on. If you don't have them at home, then you don't eat them. Do you have some
It's true.
tips and tricks that worked for you to accomplish a healthy lifestyle?
So many. I wish I followed them. You know, I'm going to use Richard Hart's quote. If I followed the things that I said, I would be a lot healthier than I am. So tips and tricks. I'm inherently lazy, which is why I have a physical job. I would just rather stay in my bed cuddling my cat 24/7. That's my main goal in life. So what I do is I cut up fruits, vegetables. I meal prep and prepare my food ahead of time. So when I look in the fridge, I'm not going to go for that chocolate croissant. I'm going to go, oh, hey, look, all this stuff's cut up already. I don't have to cook anything. I'm just going to grab that and eat it. I have my food already ready for me. And if you take like one day a week and prepare your food for the rest of the week, it doesn't actually take that much time. And you're not eating out. You know exactly what's going in your food. You're eating the amount of food that you need to eat. And if you're hungry, eat a little bit more. It's going to be fine because you're going to work out. And the same with working out. I drive to the gym immediately after work. Otherwise, I won't go to the gym. Like my days off are my days that I'm off work because Sometimes I go to the gym then, but I have it in my brain automatically. I just drive there after work. So I'll just get to the gym and I'll be like, oh, well, I'm here. I might as well go in, work out. Then I see all the people that I see every week and I'm like, hey guys, we're here again. Good job. But you have to make it a habit. Use your brain for you. Like habits, you need a habit cue and you need something to keep you on track. So if you love that chocolate, give yourself a little piece of chocolate before you work out every single time. Just a little piece of chocolate. And that might be the easiest way for you to keep that momentum going. Kind of like Pavlov's dog.
Pavlov's dog, yeah, he teaches us a lot
Yeah.
when it comes to psychology.
Train
right?
myself like my dogs. Yeah.
Well, and we are talking about food a lot because I think this is the number one, successful thing that you need to do to have your food ready, prepared, and not eat bad food to then
So
lose
easy.
actually some weight, right? Because if you do
Mhm.
not look after that things, then it doesn't matter how you train and how these things are going. If you eat only McDonald's, you're not gonna lose weight. So this is like for me the number
It would be
one
really hard to.
important
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. After that, after food, it is really the motivation, right? Being dedicated, going
Mhm.
into the gym regularly. And then the third thing that I think is important is really the knowledge of how to work out. Some people want to lose weight, but they do not do cardio. So what tips do you have for somebody who wants to lose weight, maybe that like you are, how are you, your days of training looking like?
I wish I was more structured as far as that goes. I kind of eat whatever I want and I work out however I want. I usually design my workout when I get there. What did I do the last few times? What have I not been able to work this week? What day am I on? What do I feel like doing today? Because I'm always lifting heavy boxes over my head. I work in the frozen section, so I'm breaking down heavy frozen boxes. I break down 4 to 5 pallets and then I backstock them. So it's a lot of heavy for my head. So I do exercises around that because I've already worked those muscles. I don't need to work them again. As far as losing weight goes, you could go into calorie deficit, which I don't think is any fun at all. But what I tend to do is up my protein intake and lower my
Carbs, right?
like any kind of, not really carbs. Like I do not quite keto. It's kind of whatever I'm feeling, but it's definitely higher protein and higher fat content because it keeps me fuller longer. And I try to stay away from processed foods. Processed foods have so many things in them and your body doesn't really know what to do with them. So your body actually stores it in your fat cells. So if you want to lose weight, you could try the keto diet. And I've just been like looking up and Googling if there's specific workouts that you want to do. You could do that. You could do like 2 days of weight training, hit your top, bottom, and core, and then do like a day of yoga. You could really mix it up in there. You don't have to work out 5 days a week. You don't have to work out 7 days a week. You need something to get you going that will last the rest of your life. So what can you do? If it's 3 days a week, an hour workout, do that. I usually split up. I'll do 45 minutes of lifting and I'll usually do 30 to 45 minutes of cardio. But I don't do that every day either. Sometimes I will put yoga in there or I'll do just lifting, but I'm too tired for cardio, which I know I should do anyway. But sometimes I just don't do the cardio. Sometimes I'll do the cardio and not lifting. It just depends on how you're feeling. You don't want to overload it. And like you said, you don't want to hurt yourself because then you're out of the gym for several days in a row and that ruins your momentum. So you want to start slow. If you've never worked out before, go for a 5-minute walk and then go for another like quarter mile past that. Start walking on a regular basis. Try the yoga. Just try stretching. Try a push up on your knees. You could get also the resistance bands. There's HIIT exercises for people that maybe have a lot more energy. Those wreck me, man. They are super tough. I did like 5 HIIT exercises in 1 week, and I didn't realize you're only supposed to do 1 to 2 because they're just so hard on you. Man, I was wrecked for a while. I think that's when I pulled my Achilles tendon and I took November and December off. I was jump roping every day, going from no jump rope to too much jump rope. So don't overdo it. Like you feel like you want to just, get going because it's the beginning, but you also want to keep the momentum going. So you don't want to hurt yourself and you don't want to overdo it because then you won't do it the next day. So start slow.
In many ways, I'm just like you. I eat what I want. I don't look onto my food as much. I hope now with the 90 Days Fitness Challenge, where we are all like giving us tips, I'm gonna do that better. And then also, I don't really have a plan when I work out. I thought you would have one because I see you saying like day 30 of 5-5-5-5 day of arms workout, and you post that. I thought you have a really tight schedule when it comes to workout, but I'm just like you. I work out what I want. The only thing that I really try to do is that I have 30 minutes of cardio before I start working out and lifting heavy, and then I go into lifting heavy. And most of the time, I just do one muscle part a day, and then on the next day, I do something else. And I started working out regularly like this, like almost every other day or every day, just last month, I would say. And now with the 90 Days Fitness Challenge, I hope to be more motivated than ever. So now
so
let's talk a little
one
bit about
point with doing your cardio first. When you do cardio, you're using a lot of your energy just like walking or running. And then when you go to lift, you might be more likely to pull a muscle or hurt yourself. Not that you're not warm, like do a warm up, but doing your full cardio before you lift, you're expending a lot of that energy. But if you lifted first, you would have more energy to lift. And then you kill yourself on cardio later. That's what I do. Like that's whatever I have left. But I lift so I have the maximum amount of energy so I can lift the heaviest and for longer. But that's just me. I don't know. It might work for you.
No, that's 100% right.
You want to try it different.
Especially with my goal to build muscles, then I should definitely go with the tip that you just had, right? But
let's try it out. You might like it better.
Let's talk about the cardio a little bit. When I do cardio, I do just really easy walking on the treadmill. I don't even get sweaty when I do cardio. I just try to be on a heart rate of 120, 130 because I'm 33 years old. So this is the cardio I want to do. I do not want to work out my arms or legs while I do cardio. I just want to do the fat loss when I do the cardio. So I'm in a calorie deficit, and this is actually helping me a lot to lose my muscles, lose my weight. If I would have done it the other way around, work out first and then do the cardio, I'm most of the time not motivated to do the cardio anymore. That's why I'm saying, okay, I do that first so it's off the table and then I can concentrate. And I do it like really, really slow, just walking on the treadmill. This has been working really good for me.
That's good. Yeah. So I do 12 to 13% incline. I walk uphill and I do it. I'm short. I'm 5'4". So I do 3 miles per hour, 3.1 miles per hour. And it gets my heart rate going. I'm 40. I turned 40 last year. I'll be 41 this year. It gets my heart going. Sometimes I'm at 155, 160 heart rate. And I just keep going. I get real sweaty though. And I wear my hat, so I get like extra sweaty. But if you're looking to gain weight, maybe sticking with the low and try lifting heavy first, and then just try to get that cardio in there. You don't have to do a long cardio. You could just do a 20-minute walk afterwards just to kind of like loosen your muscles up again. But hopefully, I hope it helps you out.
Oh, it does. It helped me wonders, I would say, in the last couple of weeks for sure. Let's talk a little bit about the app and how is your feeling with training with all the Hexicans together, and helping each other out. You said there's also professionals helping in the app when it comes to questions on. Like, just let's talk a little bit about the 90 days. Okay, not professionals, but
not professionals.
I guess hobbyists.
We're just calling them coaches. They're more like motivators. So Ballet at Bull Rush, he had been working out from the fitness challenge the year before. So he did lose 195 pounds, which is incredible. But he's not certified in working out or anything. He's just sharing his fitness journey to help other people get motivated. So when I say coaches, it's just other people encouraging others. And Samantha, she does a lot of yoga. She also does a lot of lifting. She's been really doing a lot of posts, which is great, just to help inspire others. But nobody's technically certified in bodybuilding or anything, or a coach for a gym or anything. We're all just doing the best we can, guys. So if you guys have any tips for me, you let me know. My DMs are always open.
Well, it seems like this is all we need, like, because the knowledge is, everybody can get that from Google or from ChatBTC. Like, you just type it and you get a lot of different opinions. And most of the time, as I see it, the knowledge is not really needed. What is needed are the things that we already discussed. The motivation needs to be there, then the dedication that you really go there. And then I think food is also really, really important to get to your goals.
Get enough protein. And even if you're vegan, you can still get plenty of protein.
Yeah,
because that's going to help build those
maybe
muscles.
Some sources, some vegan protein sources. Because for me, that's easy, right?
There's a lot. If you can find organic tofu, that's probably going to be the cleanest, or organic soybeans, unprocessed. Also, tempeh is great. It's all in the preparation with that one. I'm telling you, you have to marinate it, and then you can put it in the air fryer for some fries. It's got tons of protein in it. It's super healthy for you. It's fermented, so you're getting that. Fermented food super helps your gut. So I've been doing vinegar shots, which sounds terrible. It is. So I do like a teaspoon of vinegar in like a little cup of water, and I'll chug it before I eat all of my meals. And what that does is it prevents the insulin spike from happening. So even if I eat like a whole bowl of white rice, I will have a 50% less spike. It won't spike as much just by having the vinegar in there. So also like fermented foods, sauerkraut, kimchi, all really good for your gut biome. If you don't have a healthy gut biome, you're not going to be able to utilize all the nutrients that you're eating in the first place. So you also have to focus on that too.
And we have John Briasako. He's saying, hey guys, thanks for the tips. Keep up the great work, HEXsiren. I think it's amazing that you do all of this. And I think there came out a lot of fitness tips here already, like the meal prep, for example. This is something that I will do more. I just do my meals every day. And then often I just eat the same and the same with Yori together. And it becomes a little bit boring. And then we go out in restaurants and then, it's totally off the lines then. So
do that like once a week. You totally can. You can have a day where you just go out and not like stuff your face silly, but you can go have a burger. You can go, have a milkshake. But if you want to do that little shot of vinegar first, it'll help you absorb that sugar a little bit easier. Or if you have it right before a workout, like I said, it's going to suck right into your muscles and you're not even going to have to worry about it spiking your blood.
So if you guys have some more questions for HEXsiren or me when it comes to food for healthy, for fitness and stuff like this, just drop them into the chat. We will answer them in a second. And then maybe we can also talk a little bit about crypto, because I think this is what we Hexicans are all about, talking about Hex, about Pulse Chain, about the exciting times that are there about to come. And then obviously about Richard Hart, who has been tweeting lately again. So let's see what the people are putting into the chat. And is there maybe something that you want to definitely share when it comes to the 90-day fitness challenge, when it comes to fitness and health and food? Before we go on to the crypto topics a little bit?
One more thing, wrap your carbs. So if you're going to be having carbs or sugar, make sure you get plenty of protein and fat with them, because that will also prevent it from spiking your blood insulin level. And happy working out. Thanks everyone for joining me in the journey of getting healthy. And I really hope we encourage so many more people just to get started. And also everybody's different. If somebody posts an exercise maybe you can't do, or you're just not there, everybody's body's different. Maybe you can eat a food that someone can't. Everybody's different. Don't feel like you have to do it perfectly every time. Just do what you can. That's it. Just do a little, just keep the momentum going, whatever you can do.
And then just if you guys don't know where to find the link, I've just put it into the chat. You will also find it in the video description. There you also find HEXsiren's Twitter, and she regularly posts about her fitness journey. I think this is really, really cool. That keeps me motivated for sure. And now let's see what kind of questions we are getting. Any tips for water intake? Well, what I'm doing, for example, I have ginger water. I just cook water and then drop some ginger in there. It tastes delicious and it also helps with the immune system, for example. So HEXsiren, what are your tips for water intake? How much water should you drink, first of all?
I recommend half your body weight in ounces. So I weigh, man, embarrassing today. I weigh 157. I don't know. I keep bouncing back between 153 and 157, and I have no idea why. So I try to get about 80 ounces of water a day. I can't say I always succeed, but I certainly try, because as you're working out a lot of lactic acid. And that's what makes your muscles ache and makes you feel like complete crap after you work out. But if you drink enough water, it'll be able to flush it through your system, so you'll feel less fatigued afterwards. And going to the gym actually drink more water, because I will smash, I think, like 50 ounces at the gym just because I'm out of breath and I'm trying just not that water on the treadmill. There's a lot of electrolyte packets or drops that you can put in your water if you need to. Lemon water is great. I wouldn't suggest drinking lemon water all day because it is acidic and can eat the enamel off your teeth. But having like a warm glass of lemon water in the morning, tea helps. Coffee, it's a diuretic, so it's going to dehydrate you a little bit. So I wouldn't count that toward your water intake. But tea, like herbal tea, you can. Just always having water on you helps. If you always have a water bottle with you, easily accessible. I have several water bottles, so I'll drink like 3 of them just to know how much ounceage wise that I've had that day, helping keeping track. Some people have those big water bottles that have like all 80 ounces in one gigantic water bottle. But whatever you can do to talk yourself into drinking water, that's great. Water's good for you.
Yeah, I think this is a great tip to have it already pre-filled in bottles. And then you know, okay, I have to drink 3 bottles a day. And then you really know how much you have drank throughout the day. I do not know how many ounces I drink every day, but I know it's about 3 liters. I don't know how it converts into ounces. I'm from Europe.
That's good.
I do
That's
totally
great.
different metrics here.
Yeah, right.
All right, so the Hexican is saying, love these water tips. Yes, like this is the foundation for everything, right? For life, basically, you could say. Shall we go a little bit into the crypto topic? So you've been working out your whole life, but how is it with crypto? When did you get into crypto?
Oh man, so crypto. Let's start this. Well, I mean, I heard of crypto way before I got into it. And I don't know why I didn't get into it sooner. I had heard of Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. It was when Doge and SHIB crazy that I was like, what is this? And I had played in stocks. I mean, I've had stocks for years, since my 20s. I've always played in stocks. I got the Robinhood app on my phone. And then I bought a little Bitcoin, and I bought Litecoin, and I bought Doge and Ethereum, which you don't really own because you don't have any keys. They own it. So I don't even know if that counts. But I made some money and sold it. And then I started dating who 6 months into the relationship mentioned I was like Hex, and he was like, yeah, Richard Hart. And I was like, Richard Hart. So I am a little neurotic. I dug right in there and started looking at every single video that Richard Hart has ever done. I've watched them all. Every 8-hour stream, I've watched them all. I love that man. And I immediately started pouring money into it. He didn't even tell me exactly how. He was just like, yeah, you can get this wallet. So I got all the wallets. I just started buying it left and right. I was using all different venues to get it in here. I was like, yeah, I got it in here this way now. And he was just like, you're a mad woman. And this is when it was like riding up. So when I first bought it, it was like 9.5 cents. And it was just riding up. I bought it all the way up to 48 people. I didn't in there. And then I staked it out 5, 5, 5, 5. I did. I was just like, oh yeah, you know, euphoria is no joke. And then I started getting into the community and talking to the people, and I found out like crypto's cool and it's cool having bags, but the community has the best people in it. Y'all are so nice and accepting. I mean, you don't put up with shit, which is great, but you are there to support one another and help building stuff, and so smart. And there's so many women. I was just like, this is the place to be. So, I mean, the crypto bag's cool, but the community is everything. And that's really what's going to keep the crypto alive. So I love it. Yeah. I'm not going anywhere, guys.
Well, that's amazing. And so you already went through the first bull run, right? From 9 cents all the way up to 55 cents. And you're probably still dollar cost averaging, I'm just assuming. But what are some mistakes?
I shot my load early, though. I should have waited. I did not know what I was doing. I don't regret it at all. It's mostly staked out. But yeah, I keep dollar cost averaging in. It's just wild. It's wild.
I know this mistake has so many have done this mistake to went all in on day one, for example, even though Richard said not to do it. I was just on a Twitter space where even Freddie Quotes was saying he went in way too hard on day one. So like this dollar cost average is really, really important. But what are some mistakes that you did and you wish you would have known before you went into crypto that you can now educate our viewers on?
Gosh. Well, I think the very first transaction I made was 10K.
Oh, wow.
I did not send a test transaction. I sent it and it took, I think, Ethereum an hour to validate it. So I was just sweaty at work, freaking out. And I was like, guys, I just sent 10K over and I'm just ready to freaking out. And they were like, it's probably the biggest thing. Like Richard Hart had said in a previous stream, DCA in and DCA out, but like in small increments in case anything happens, then you're not out your whole stack. So that was probably the dumbest thing I did. Everything turned out okay, but yeah, in retrospect, that was not the brightest thing I've ever done.
Oh, wow. Like I totally did it completely the opposite of you. I put in my money into USDC and then every single day I put $10 into HEX and also staked it out every day, which was a mistake. Nowadays, I would say don't make as many stakes anymore. Think out how you want to stake up front and then do your stakes. HEXsiren, actually, I had a great idea here. Let's do it together. Let's check the settings that you are on here on StreamYard, because I'm assuming maybe that you have the audio. Maybe you can put the echo cancellation in or the automatic adjust mic volume. So if you go to settings and then on the left side, it's going to say audio. And there you maybe can check some boxes. And let's see if
it has echo cancellation checked and automatic adjust mic volume checked.
Also checked in. All right. So what is the other one? Echo audio, echo cancellation must be off to use this stereo audio. We don't need that. And then for speaker, for microphone, what are you using there?
Just my headpiece.
I see. All right. I was hoping that actually the checking of the boxes would help a little bit, but don't worry, we can still go on with this. So definitely.
Does it still sound terrible?
Sometimes it does, but don't worry. I think there's not too much that we can do right now.
I have really crappy internet because I live in the mountains.
All right, then maybe this is the problem right now.
So that could be why, yeah.
Sometimes the internet does that to us. There's nothing we can do about that. So don't worry about that at all. I was just hoping we can try it once. All right, so you staked at all 555s, you said. I hope you also made some other stakes to be more flexible, because my average staking duration, for example, is 7 years. I had like shorter stakes that just came out. So every year to my birthday, I have HEX coming out for the next 15 years. And with this, I'm never in the need to emergency end stake. And I see so many people emergency end stake. You see it on the blockchain, right? I think that's crazy. Do you want to talk a little bit about a staking strategy that you would maybe advise to your friends, for example?
I also did every day, but my nearest stake now is 10 years out. I don't have any sooner. It'd be good if I did, but I don't. I have some liquids. So if I ever needed just a little bit, if I ever needed to sell some, I could. I've never sold any hex. I don't even know what it's like to sell hex and try to off ramp that. I don't even know how to do that. So that helps not knowing how to do it, because I'm more like gonna do it because I don't know how. I know there's videos out there. I just have not needed it. I just threw every sure that I had in there and been below my means. So
I think that's a really good strategy.
It's a good idea to do a yearly stake just in case you needed it, but also keep in mind usual cycles last about 4 years, but also we don't know where the Ethereum fee is going to be. So yeah, making a lot of stakes is rough because a lot of them are just going to bleed out if you don't have the money to end stake it. So think about that. Also, there's probably a website you can check to see where a lot of stakes are coming out and how big the stakes are. So if you really wanted to dig into the technical analysis, you could go on the website and look at where the most people are unstaking and do it before or after, so it's not around the same time. But again, you're not really going to know what it's like then. And there's always more stakes being made, so you could try to work the system that way, I suppose. I just do it every year on my birthday. I've got some for my son. I've got some for my mom. I've talked to my dad about it, but they think they're like, good luck with that. But they're not really interested, so.
But this is exactly what I did as well. Like I have yearly stakes, and I did it for my friends and family, of course. And here's the site that I am sharing right now, hex.vision, where you see how many stakes are coming out in the future. Richard Hart loves the fact that we in Hex have the future market supply. And first I wanted to say, so you went with the dream account, basically the idea of Kareem the Dream, right? You says like make 10-year stakes, 11, 13, 14, 15, and then you don't have to worry about like those short terms, because, you know, if you have liquid hex, and this is what you just said, then you don't really need stakes here in 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, like I have them. I just made my stakes back then when I didn't had too much of an idea how everything is working, and now I'm stuck with that, obviously, because we have the truth engine that prevents us from doing stupid mistakes and going to our stakes too early. So I think your strategy with having 10 years up to 15 years and also having liquid, I think this is the perfect strategy, because with those long-term stakes, you have the best interest. And then with the liquid hex, you can also still do some things if you wanted to. And in the past, we saw Maxi, we saw the perpetuals, we saw HSIs, and those are all opportunities that you can use your liquid hex. So I think your strategy is actually perfect and way, way better than mine, where I had 1 or 2 or 3 year stakes. And one of them, like you said, were not even profitable because of the Ethereum fees, right?
Yeah. Damn fees. Yeah, I think I spent $180 on ending a stake last year. I was gonna let it bleed out, but the future that's gonna be worth a lot, so I might as well unstake it. But I was actually gonna stake all of it out, all of my hex out, because I don't need it right now. I have a job that I just keep making more money, which is important. I'm sorry for the people that don't work. I guess you're more real stakes coming out to utilize that money. I was gonna stake it all out, but actually Crypto Kool-Aid was like, no, you should keep some liquid hex. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. So he changed my strategy. What it was, because I was gonna go all the way down to 1 year. I was gonna just keep doing. I did the longest first because I saw the T-share rate going up, and I was like, that's it. I'm putting all my 555 stakes out first, all of them. And then I just keep getting a little bit closer every year on my birthday for other stakes, but I don't know. I don't know what a great strategy is. We're all just learning as we go, right? Because anything can like throw a wrench in your strategy anyway. Letting somebody with a huge one comes out the day before and dumps the price, or like really anything could happen. So stake as much as you can without having to dip back into it anytime soon. make sure you can pay your bills and your rent and your mortgage and pay for food and gas, and the extra stake it out. And you could wait till you get a fair amount in there before staking it out. Just keep dollar cost averaging and keep some liquid, you know, keep 10% liquid, depending on how big your bags are, 5% liquid.
Yes, I think this is one of the best strategies that you can do. And I think there is no perfect strategy out there anyways, because every single person is individual and has other, needs. And that's why, like, we can just talk about our strategies and give the people ideas on how they want to do it in the future. But at the end, in crypto, you must be responsible for your actions. And then you cannot say, hey, but Abed said this or HEXsiren said this, and now I'm totally wrecked because of them. This is not possible. You are responsible for your own actions. And then
not financial advice,
obviously. So this is all Hex, and now maybe we can move on over a little bit to Pulse Chain, because this is the next big innovation that is about to come in the future in crypto. And I have the feeling Pulse Chain will change everything. We were just talking about the fees, for example, and Pulse Chain will then totally solve this problem completely, and I'm so excited. So what are the things that you would mention about Pulse Chain when you talk to a friend, for example?
So I onboarded a grip load of people from my grocery store job into Pulse Chain. I should say Pulse X. I did sacrifice for Pulse Chain, but I didn't really know enough about it. Still really new to the crypto situation. But I did onboard about 20 people that I work with into Pulse X. And they have been patiently waiting. They actually stopped asking about it. I was like, I'm so sorry, guys. 2 more weeks. Luckily, they didn't need their money back anytime soon. I've only had one person that said that his wife works BI, and he was like, I can't dabble in crypto. I don't want it. And I was like, what? Okay. So I'll buy him out of his position. But everyone else is still on board. I have one guy that asked me, he's super into stocks and stuff. He's a lovely man. I think he's like 65. 2 jobs. Bought his son's cars and is putting them through Ivy League schools. Great guy. He sacked the most. Like, he put in not quite as much as me, but he just was like, I'm all in. And he's like, I'll pay for more. Anybody else want out of their position? I'll give you more money. And I was like, okay, like, it's cool. Like, we're just wait. It's not even out yet. We'll hang out. It is gonna change the game for crypto. Not just chain, but all the stuff that's already built on it. That's incredible. What is there? Almost like 200 projects that are like waiting to come out with Pulse Chain.
Yeah.
That's wild. Has that ever happened before? Ever? No. Gas is going to be cheaper. I'm excited to see that. Everyone's getting a copy of their coins, so they'll be able to transact kind of like the ETH-W and the ETH-Fair. It's got to be Wild West, guys. Do not try to be in there before the bridges happen. Too many bridge hacks. Just sit pretty. Unless you know what you're doing, because I don't want anyone getting wrecked. There's always going to be those wrecked people. But sit until we get more information or the bridges are fully established. I don't know. I don't know a lot about crypto.
But so
I'm just really.
Then this is the right time.
Not just for the moon, just for like the tech, man. It's awesome. It's going to be cheap. You can transact on anything. I'm just excited. I've used the test that I should get back on there again just to see the upgrades and stuff that they've done differently. But I'm super pumped. Like, it is coming together very well. And I love that Richard is posting again. It helps people hope. Maybe that's why we're pumping, is because it's like, oh, he's posting. It's coming out any day, guys. But we are closer than ever, people. Closer than ever. Closer than we have ever been to having Pulse Chain right now.
100% true, yeah. And all those tweets from the girls H with KDP, they're getting me so excited. Like I have the feeling it's gonna launch tomorrow. But you know, at the end, it doesn't matter if it launches tomorrow, in 1 week, in 6 weeks, or like you know, in 1 year, because we are here in crypto and have the journey with Richard Hart, we know it's gonna be a crypto space changing event, right? Hex did 10,000x with just this couple of stakers, just this couple participants with 100% gatekeeping. Coin market cap is not listing Hex correctly. No exchange is listing Hex correctly. And all the influencers were talking crap about Richard Hart. And this momentum is right now changing totally, right? We have all the big influencers talking about Richard. So I think it's totally great how you onboard the people and how you tell them about the innovation. But for me, it is a little bit different. On the tour already, I told them, when this is an amazing product that will change crypto, and this has the potential for 14,000x in the first 2 years. And humankind has never seen anything like that. So you should, I think everybody should take a little bit of risk and, you know, maybe do not go to the restaurant for 1 week, you know, and save $100, $200. And this can already be life-changing money if you're able to hold on to your coins. And I think people out there don't realize what big opportunity that is, because they only hear about Bitcoin did it and we are never able to do it, and then they also do not want to learn, right?
It's just hard. A lot of people are just legacy people, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but you get what, like a 30% up and you're like, ooh. Crypto is way more volatile, so DCAing in heavy during the bear market and then holding it until the bull market, not a lot of people can do that.
And HEXsiren, what would you tell your onboards when they find out Richard Hart is buying all those purses, he's using curse words, and he's just not like any other founder? What is your picture about Richard Hart, and what do you talk about Richard Hart with your friends?
I point them towards SciVive. Check out SciVive. Look at his earlier stuff. Like, he wants to help people. Yeah. The outrage marketing might work for like super well, but I'm not around super wealthy people. Like, I'm not in the best part. I'm in the rough and tough area. A lot of homeless people and like away kids and like drug addicts. I see a lot of that. So I point them towards SciVive. I want to give people hope. Like, I know Richard's doing his thing and onboarding tons of money and stuff, which is great for the ecosystem, but I'm focused more on the people that need it. I would like to retire people that work 2 and 3 jobs. I want to see people get off drugs and start helping themselves. So I'm not focused on that area. I'm focused on the opposite side. I want to help all the little people. I want broke people, the people that have no hope. Those are the people that I want.
Well, this is exactly where I was coming from 3 years ago. I had a ton of problems with addiction, with drugs, and then SciVive was exactly what helped me out of this miserable situation. And this is why I became such a big fan of Richard Hart and all his early work. And then when Hex changed my life financially, and now I obviously want to do exactly the same thing. But I think when I talk with my friends about Richard Hart, they always say, oh, outrage marketing is not good and Richard Hart should not do this and not do that, and everybody is an expert somehow. And I believe Richard Hart does exactly the right thing, because he has understood that the only thing that matters in crypto is that people buy a coin, then people should hold on to the coin like the Bitcoin people did for 13 years. And then the third important thing is that the community talks about the coin, that we find more and more adoption. And I think this is why Richard Hart does this outrage marketing. And for me, we see it works actually pretty good. I mean, how many coins have done 10,000x in the past? There are not that many.
Well, even just look at when he bought the Hex.com diamond. Like, that was worth millions of dollars in publicity. I mean, he's on the right track. It's just, that's not my demographic that I'm looking for. So support him any way he can. Rock those purses, buddy. You look great. I love that you're lifting. I love that you're doing stuff. I love that you're living it up because you deserve it. But yeah, I love his earlier stuff. I love the sci-vibe stuff. It's just more raw. It gets to you more than just purses, you know.
And when it comes to his outrage marketing, I think Richard Hart shows couple of things with that. First of all, he shows to all the people that have the Kardashian approach. You know, most people, they just want to come home from work, watch the TV, and they want to watch outrageous stuff. So Richard Hart knows that this outrageous stuff actually meets the people. This is what the people want to see. This is what goes viral. But he is also showing something really interesting with that. And I want to make a point here. So I will bring up my screen share for a second. And what we see here is Dex Screener. And this Dex Screener, that's where we can see the price, for example. That's where we can see how much volume there is. But we can also see how much liquidity there is of HEX. And if I zoom in here a little bit, so right now we have $6.6 million in liquidity here. And we have to understand that the only thing that matters in crypto is people buying and how much liquidity is there. And if there's such a low liquidity like we see here with HEX, 6.6 million, and Richard Hart himself has cars worth, or I think his watches are worth 10 million. So all his watches together are more worth than the liquidity that is provided on HEX. And then the cars that he has are probably another 10 million on top. So what that shows with him showing all of this is that he has the financial energy to make HEX pump by himself, but he does not do that. He lets the market do it itself, because at the end, that's all that matters. But what I want to say here, the outrage marketing, people do not understand. They think, because of Richard selling HEX, this is why the price went down 96%, but it's actually the opposite. It is that Richard Hart demonstrates that he is so wealthy, he does not need to sell a single HEX, and the price will go up in the future no matter what. It is because of the adoption that we bring with the community. So I think the outrage marketing is doing exactly its job. It brings the people in, and it demonstrates the power that Richard Hart has.
So true. Yeah.
So I see Samantha here being in the chat. She missed a little bit of the stream, but she will watch the whole thing from the beginning. So another comment here from Samantha. Oh man, Richard Hart should have joined the 90-day Finland challenge. And this is exactly what I want to end off the stream today. I think if we are all posting that we are participating in the 90-day fitness challenge, if we are all doing great, if we're all cheering on each other, there is a big chance that RH will maybe participate in that as well. Because I know he has liked the last 90-day fitness challenge. He has talked about it. He has tweeted about it. So now let's get engaged with us Hexicans. Let's show some results ourselves, and then let's bring Richard Hart to the 90-day fitness challenge as well. I would love to see that. HEXsiren, what do you think?
I would love to see that.
How could we reach
that is like goal? My secret hope is that he joins, or just does it on his own at home. You don't have to join Richard, but we all want you happy and healthy.
And what do you think? How could we achieve it that Richard Hart gets motivated to join the 90-day crypto challenge?
Well, I can't go to his house and bug him every morning by playing the trumpet to wake him up. Just if everybody's posting stuff, he's going to be motivated in itself. Because if your whole feed is just people working out, you're going to more likely want to go work out. So everybody, let's encourage Richard. Or maybe we can tag Richard in all our posts. I don't know. Maybe he'll block us. I'm not sure.
I think that's exactly what we need to do. I think we should, first of all, stick to the 90-day fitness challenge. You guys should all sign up. The link for the 90-day fitness challenge is here in the video description. And then also follow HEXsiren on Twitter, because that's where you get motivated to do more. And then everybody is just going to Twitter, use the app, obviously, of the 90-day fitness challenge. I think it's called Wise. I signed up today myself, and I'm going to check it out right after the stream. And I'm so motivated right now myself that I want to go to the gym right now with Yori. I will grab her and then just have a great workout. HEXsiren, are there some last words that you want to put out for our viewers?
Viewers, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a healthy and wealthy day/year. Whatever you can do on a regular basis to drink more water and get physical, whether that is going for a walk, a run, a hike, just walking around your house. Just try to get some extra steps in. It helps, you know, if you want a Fitbit, it'll track your steps. Even your phone, I think Google Fit, that'll track your iFit. You can track all that. I hear the iWatch/iPhone combo tracks all kinds of stuff, including your utilization of your oxygen in your lungs, which is awesome. EV2 or whatever it's called. Whatever you can do, and it's kind of fun because it goes off when you hit all your steps for the day. So you're like, oh, positive reinforcement. Or like I said, get that chocolate out after you work out or right before you work out. Just eat a little piece of chocolate. You have to tempt yourself to do stuff sometimes. And if you really want to get into it, take everything else off your Instagram feed, off your Twitter feed, and just put people working out on there, because you're going to be more incentivized to work out if that's all you're looking at. Watch some streams, watch some YouTube videos of people working out or doing things that you're interested in, because you're more likely to do that. Just get into it. I enjoy the Andrew Huberman podcast videos, because he goes deep in depth as to what food does, working out. There's tons of weightlifters online that can show you technique. You could even go as far as hiring a gym trainer at the gym. Usually when you sign up for a gym, they're like, you get a free training session. So you can go in there and take your free training session. Why not? They're going to show you all the workouts you can do. Mix it up. And if you have any questions, reach out to us. Reach out to Samantha. We're also in the Telegram group. There's a Crypto Fitness Challenge Telegram group. I need to get that link. And I'll post it on the Crypto Fitness Challenge Twitter page, which is at CryptoFitness90 is the handle for that. And then cryptofitnesschallenge.com is where you can sign up. Yeah. Anything you guys need, let me know. And I hope you have a very healthy and wealthy day.
And then
thank you for having me on, Abit. That's so nice of you reaching out. I should be doing these. I've just been busy working. I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't worry. That's why.
And thank you, Samantha, for posting and retweeting. And she's been all up in there. She's been in Twitter Spaces talking about it. Hex Deck has been inside Twitter Spaces talking about it. Really appreciate you guys like helping the momentum build. It's really, really, really awesome. And it's a really good thing to help build. So thank you all for helping this. I can't do it by myself. It wouldn't have been as great. So thank you.
So HEXsiren, thank you so much for doing this. And I think we should all do exactly what Samantha is saying here. Let's tag all Richard Hart when we are posting about the 90-day fitness challenge. This should motivate him at least once in a while to pick up the dumbbells again and get going. So HEXsiren, thank you so much for being here. It was a blast. Let's all sign up for the 90-day fitness challenge, and then I see you guys on Twitter posting about it. So I will now play the outro. Thanks, guys, for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That will really bring the Hexicans engagement, and we will all be successful together. So see you soon. Bye.
And God only knows what great things we could manage under such conditions. We're becoming incredibly technologically powerful. And what would it be like if we became equally wise? Well, that would really be something. God only knows what we could manage in the next 20 years or the next 100 years, you know? We're running at 40%, most of us, you know, because we're half in and half out. And it's not surprising because life is difficult. It's like, well, what if you were 90% in or 95% in or all in? Because you're all in anyways, right? It's a life and death game. No one gets out of this. Everyone dies. You might as well commit yourself. And you might as well commit yourself to the highest good that you can attain, because why not? It'll imbue your life with meaning. It's hard, the responsibility's there, but all the meaning's in the responsibility, and that'll make your life better. It'll make your family's life better, and it should make your culture better. Maybe it make the world better. It's like, that'll justify your damn miserable existence at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're wondering what the hell you're doing here. And that's a good thing, because there's going to be days when you're aching and tired and sore, and there's people in your family that are sick, and you're cynical and bitter, and you need a reason to get up, and you think, yeah, well, a little more heaven and a little less hell, maybe I can pull that off today and tomorrow and next week. And that's worth struggling forward for.